So let's start with story number 7, reported by the Daily Mail. So there was an 18-year-old man named Joshua Dobson out of Manchester, England, and he was trying to evade police after stealing a car. Police caught up to him, and so they went to the address, I should say, the police did. They went to the address that they believed that he was at, and he decided he was going to try to hide. Police are coming. I'm going to try to hide. Kate, what did he do?
Oh, he hid in like an old-fashioned 90s sitcom way, just behind the door where the cops were going to come in.
He ripped open the butt of a 5-foot teddy bear and stuffed himself inside of it. We have a pic of it, Joel. Put that up. There he was, right there. He stuffed himself in the asshole of a 5-foot teddy bear. Police noticed that the teddy bear was breathing. So they caught the teddy bear breathing, and so they were able to apprehend Mr. Dobson. He was sentenced for theft of a motor vehicle, and he's going to spend 9 months in jail. It's like the movie Ted come to life, like A for effort, don't you think, Kate?
I do. That's actually not the worst one. If he was in teddy bear and the teddy bear was like in the closet or something, he probably would have gotten away with it. I feel like it was if he had left stuffing behind or something, that would have been probably the indicator. And yeah, breathing teddy bear is going to be noticeable. But I'm just also intrigued about what he was doing with a 5-foot teddy bear. Like, did he win it at a carnival between stealing cars? Like, where did this 5-foot teddy bear come from?
I don't know if he actually lived at that address or not. I'm not sure.
That would make sense.
Yeah, it's possible that it was somebody else's. Can you imagine if, like you said, let's say that a little girl has that teddy bear, and let's say that her dad won it for her at the fair, and now they come back home, the ass is ripped out of the teddy bear, and she finds out that some dude was hiding inside the teddy bear.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting story.
Your sweet souvenir is now part of a crime scene, honey. Sorry.
Well, every topic that I do, I want to ask a question somehow related. And so here's my question for you about this one. Have you ever had to squeeze yourself into a tight space?
I was going to say that follow-up could have gone a lot of places. Have I ever had to squeeze myself into a tight space? I don't think definitely not to evade a situation. I think just childhood manhunt games or whatever. I think nothing too severe that I can remember.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't referring to the SWAT team.
Yeah, never evaded a SWAT team. I have lived a pretty mundane life for something like that to happen. But I think just like in like hide and seek when I was a little kid or whatever, like those games. But and like just like trying to like if something falls underneath the fridge or anything like that. But that's not like a whole body thing. But
well, what always seems to get me is, let's say there's like one outlet and it's like in a corner and you need to get to it. Or let's say that there's a light switch or maybe like an outdoor water tap or something. And it's like tucked away in a nook. And, I'm like 195 pounds. So getting into that little nook can be a real challenge for me,
Yeah. Those are
so
annoying.
I was thinking I was thinking maybe somewhere along, but I'm very happy to know that you have not run from the cops and had to squeeze in anywhere to avoid a felony. I'm happy about that.
No dodging any felonies, no car theft for me. The only time I was ever in a cop car, this is actually funny, was on New Year's Eve or on it was either Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. I was going to pick up my parents' gift, and it was a custom coffee table, and so we were taking their car, and I got in a minor car accident. The person before me stopped short, nothing major, but my parents weren't picking up the car and the car wasn't working. So the cops I think it was on Christmas Eve, were like, just hop in the back of the car. We'll drop you back off. It's only 10 minutes down the road. And there's me and my sister in the back of a cop car on Christmas Eve pulling up to my parents' house because they wouldn't answer their phone.
Memorable holiday story.
It was. And I think they were a little alarmed when they saw their two daughters who were going to pick up a coffee table in the cop car on Christmas Eve coming back to their house. But we really just needed a lift. But that was my only run-in with the police. So
guaranteed that they were like, what did you take? What did you take?
They're like, what did these girls steal?
Awesome. Let's go to story number 5, reported by WSB TV2 Atlanta. So there was a man at a McDonald's in Cobb County, Georgia. Don't think it was the big boss man. His name is Antoine Sims. and he complained about getting cold French fries at the McDonald's. And he and the manager, they ended up in a yelling match, and both of them called 911. Both of them did. So the manager told police when the cops showed up that Mr. Sims was trespassing and that he wanted him removed. And Mr. Sims kept complaining about the cold French fries. Well, Mr. Antoine Sims ran into a problem. Any idea what it was?
Oh God, did he have a warrant out for something else?
He somehow forgot that he was wanted for murder. Police figured it out. Police figured it out when they talked to him, or I guess when they saw him. They ended up chasing him and arresting him right there outside the McDonald's. We've got some video courtesy of the Kennesaw, Georgia Police Department. Put that up, Joel. There he is right there. So they were trying to goad him in by having him sign this piece of paper saying that he wouldn't go back to that McDonald's. He suspected something, so he didn't want to get close to them. And they're trying to goad him in, and then he knew what's going on, and boom, he took off. But they ended up getting him. So he faced a murder charge, I should say, back in 2018 for the death of a woman found in a burning car. He no-showed the court date, and he's been wanted ever since. And here's my first question. Okay, so you know you did this, or you know that you're wanted for this. What the hell are you doing calling the cops over cold French fries? Like, do you think because 4 years had passed, he all of a sudden had this invincibility shield around him? You know what I mean? Like, why do you think he would do this?
Yeah, does he think there's a statute of limitations on murder? Is like a very interesting thing here, and that it would be like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, what a way to tell on yourself, huh? You call the cops over fries. Not even call the cops. You call 911 over French fries.
Yes.
I mean, that just seems wildly selfish of both parties to do on that front. And then you find out it's also incredibly stupid of one of them. Yeah. And it just doesn't feel like fries should be a police issue, you know?
No, to be honest with you, when I get McDonald's with the kids, I don't even eat the fries usually. And I know that the fries are like
fries are delicious.
I just tried to cut down on fried food, Kate. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Trying to cut down.
You got to pick your battles with the fried food.
Pick your battles. Exactly. All right. So here's my question for you. And again, I can go in so many directions, but here's my question. Are there any cooked foods that you prefer to eat cold?
Oh, are there any cooked foods I prefer to eat cold? I wouldn't say as a grown woman that that's the case. But when I was in college, like there was probably nothing better than like hangover pizza, I think. Like that, like next morning. And I don't think it was because I preferred it, but the desperation made it that much better. Like I needed something so bad, like cold pizza, whatever last night for dinner was, you need something in your stomach immediately. That Kate thought fried leftover, cooked leftover, whatever was probably the food of gods, but I don't really drink anymore. And I think I prefer everything. Yeah. Heated up and cooked properly. What about you?
I have 2 kids. Everything I eat is cold.
That's reality. Food.
Yeah. Cause the objective is to get them to eat. That's the objective.
Right.
And Joel's got a kid now. He knows this. That's the objective. So basically when the food is on the table, my first priority is get the kids to eat. And then by the time they've actually had some food in them, my food is cold. So I am used to cold food every meal, every day. If it's not cold, it's like a treat. It's like, wow, am I ever getting spoiled? The eggs are hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, doesn't usually happen. You just kind of get used to it.
Playing an entirely different ball game. Yeah.
Yes. If you ever have children in the house, Kate, we will have this conversation. Because you'll deal with it.
Sure.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I click the subscribe button. You really should too. If you like videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, subscribe now.